do a current energy read for Lexi during this Mercury retrograde. What do the spirits have for, oh shit, popping out his first card, the Three of Cups. Okay, and now I'm going to pull for future Mercury retrograde, Lexi, and one popped up, again reversed. Alright. So basically the first card that you have is the Three of Cups, and it's reversed. And if you can see, like, if you flip it up, there's 3 cups. So basically, cups is a water sign. It deals with emotions and it deals with relationships. Geez, like, this is so accurate. It's not even funny. Oh, okay. Well, anyways. So the number 3 on the top of the card, it represents growth. So presently, what it's saying during this Mercury retrograde is that you've been going through a lot of growth. You will continue to go through this growth. A Cups is dealing with relationships, emotions, love. So you're growing in relationships, you're growing with your emotions, you're growing within your love life. The card is basically telling you that, yes, it's okay to grow, and the number 3 is actually a stability type. Basically, anything that has to do with the Three of Cups could also really depend on your relationships. This is fucking freaky right now. Like, for real. So the Three of Cups also, it deals with alone time, independence. If you can see the Three of Cups there, how they're all separated, it deals with 3 as a crowd. So you could be dealing with a third party energy right now, because the Cups also is the water sign for the element for water signs. So basically 3 as a crowd, 3 of Cups. You could be dealing with karmic energy here, and I think we all kind of know what this card is trying to say with this karmic energy. And that's really funny because of that, what basically is happening right now, and you literally saw me fucking pull this card. I literally did not pull this card out of my ass. So that's some fucked up shit. And yeah, the Three of Cups also, like I said, alone time. You've been spending a lot of alone time with yourself, growing in your alone time, growing in your emotions. The Three of Cups also is independence and growth. So the second card that I pulled, again, was reversed. And it's coins. You can see that. It's a really shitty angle. And the second card that I pulled for you was for your future after Mercury retrograde energy. And I will tell you. So this is Pentacles, and Pentacles is all about earth energy. You're an earth sign. Wow. Pentacles is, it could also mean that you potentially could be dealing with an earth sign in the future. Pentacles deals with like a final stage of creation. So basically it's sensuality, body. It's technically the final stage in the whole cycle of creation. And since this is future, then that's some crazy shit. And I will tell you what your number is. Your number is, if you can see on the fucking card, it's some crazy shit because the person is dealing, do you see the colors on there? It's yellow, she has red, she's holding a bird. It's like a final stage, kind of, if that really makes sense. So it's the number 9. So here you got a 3. You can see. And here you got a 9. So this is really the beginning of your growth. This is really the beginning of your new emotions, new relationships. Like I said, the number 3 is growth. That could be in emotions. This is also growth within yourself, and this is the present, and this is the second one that you got, which is a 9. And this one represents fruition, attainment, fulfillment. So basically, it's saying that after like a lot of hard work, this card is basically indicating a feeling of like satisfaction. It's basically saying, you know, you will be satisfied with this growth that is coming to you. And that's pretty fucking weird because it's about fulfillment. And I think basically it's about self-control. It's about independence. The 9 of Pentacles is about rewards. It's about abundance, financial independence, self-worth. The number 9 also for the Pentacles, it's crazy because it's 3, 6, 9. Now you got it reversed. So this is basically saying that, you know, you have dealt with this growth right now, and that's great. But what it's really going to come to is that from this card saying this is, you know, you're growing right now during this Mercury retrograde, you're growing, you're learning, you're dealing with third-party karmic relationships. This card is basically saying that you will have abundance, you will have fulfillment, you will have idealism, and you will be fulfilled. You know, it's about self-worth, it's about abundance, financial independence. So this definitely could mean in the future that, you know, you may or not be financially independent. I'll pull a card for your I'm going to pull a card for your energy. So what does Lexi's present love life energy look like? Oh, one literally flew up in the deck. All the others are the other way around. You have the 6 of Swords. So the swords also could technically mean, and again, this is present Mercury retrograde relationship energy. Wow, okay, so basically, if I can't even tape this properly because my shit is falling, but that's okay. So basically, the number 6 is all about harmony and communication. So you technically could be, wow, that's crazy. Sorry, I'm just looking at what it actually is about. So swords, like I said, if you can see this card, it is swords, and swords energy is air. So you're definitely dealing with an air sign. We all know that Aquarius is an air sign. So basically this is your current, and that's really funny because this one popped up from the deck where all of the other cards were like this. It popped up like this. So I had to take it out because that's literally spirits telling you, like, right then and there that, like, you're dealing with an air sign, which is coincidental. Basically, it's the number 5. Sorry, I said it was 6. It's 5. So the number 5 basically deals with conflict. The number 5 also deals with instability, change. So this card, the 5 of Swords, upright, is saying it's also can represent sneakiness, and, you know, winning at all costs. So when you're dealing with this, if you look at it this way, this is the first card that I pulled for you, the Three of Cups. That's dealing with your growth. You're looking for, growth, and you're looking for growth in your relationships, in your emotions and love within yourself. And this card is saying that your current love energy is, you're dealing with an air sign that basically is, he doesn't care about subtle consequences. It's created resentment. Your actions have isolated you from those who could be helpful later on. So this card is basically saying, the Five of Swords is a crazy energy. I'm looking what else that it means. So the Five of Swords also deals with disagreements and competition, defeat, winning at all costs. That's what I literally said before that. And like when you look at this card and you look at the energy, he's riding on a horse, and he is riding on past all of the other swords. He wants to win at all costs. He's dealing with conflict. Right now you have been dealing with conflict with an air sign, and I'm going to pull your future after Mercury retrograde love energy and spirits. Oh. Okay, so 3 cards came out, and I'm not going to put them back in the deck because 3 cards wanted to come out. They obviously wanted to come out. So, all right, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Chariot, and the Sun reversed. So, if you can see, let me go back. Let me see if I can fix my camera a little bit more. Yeah. So, I'll show you in a second, but basically, this is, up here is your current, and this is your future. So remember, what I said about the Pentacles. That's dealing with abundance. That's an earth sign, so that's saying you are going to have abundance. And it really means, the number 9, it also, it represents fruition and attainment and fulfillment. So it's saying that your energy after this Mercury retrograde, which I'm pretty sure it ends the first week of August, I think it's August 5th, you're going to have fulfillment. You're going to be, fruition is going to be the number, your final stage is going to be done. So when I pulled for your future Mercury retrograde, before how we were talking about, the Five of Swords, air sign, conflict, change. Your actions have isolated you from those who could be helpful later on. This air sign is, isolating you from help that you could be giving them. There's being sneaky, attaining. It's about competition. There's some competition here for whatever reason. This energy is not good. So for future, we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Chariot. And we have the Sun reversed. So, okay. So the Chariot upright, it deals with, control and having willpower. The Chariot is a major arcana card, which is a trump card, and that means, other than, the wands and the swords and the pentacles that I was just talking about it in, this energy right here, this is a life's journey card. So when I just pulled this card for your energy after, remember how, we were talking about fruition, fulfillment, pentacles, we were talking about final stages. This card pulled up, and a major arcana card is a life journey card. So it's saying that you're going to complete whatever journey that you're constantly and currently dealing with right now. So the Chariot, it's all about direction and control. Success and victory is the result of pure willpower and self-control. This card is telling you that you need to have a little bit more self-control. And whether that be with your emotions, with your actions, it's basically telling you that, it's you need to have that self-control. And like I said, these 3 cards flew out, so that's pretty, like, I'm not pulling these cards. And it's just, like, kind of a coincidence, because I can literally relate this to your, I have anxiety right now. I don't know if I have anxiety. When I pull these cards, I, like, had a little bit of anxiety. I had, you know, a little bit of worry, and just, I don't know. And then I pulled these cards, and I just feel like, you know, I have this, like, burst of energy, and I want to continue, like, I want to learn about what these cards are trying to say. So the Chariot, yes, again, it deals with control, willpower, success, action, determination, direction. We're dealing with a final stage right now. And this, on top of this, for your after Mercury retrograde energy, it's saying that you will have control, willpower, success. So this could be success, you know, in a relationship. This could be success for you. This could be success in a job. And remember how we were talking about the number 9, and the number 9 deals with abundance? So basically that is saying that you will achieve and accomplish what you are trying to desire, but you must take the reins and harness any forces around you. You see that the Chariot, if you can see really close, they are, you know, he is standing in his power. He is standing in his control, success. The next card that I pulled for you is the Queen of Wands, and I really like this energy, personally. And again, Wands. Wands energy is fire. So Wands energy is fire. It's passion, creativity, it's desire. Wands energy could also mean that you could potentially, you know, for your future after Mercury retrograde. Remember, this is a relationship spread. So when I'm talking to you about the abundance, when I'm talking to you about the final stage of your growth, when I'm talking to you about, you know, the Chariot, who is dealing with willpower, dealing with control, they have action. You will take action in whatever relationship, and, you know, a wand energy is fire. And it deals with, you know, courage and determination. It could also mean passion. You could be passionate about someone or something. It could be a fire sign. The queens, in these cards, they mean, you know, it's an influencer, the keeper. She masters the energy in her suit and subtly brings them to others. Wands energy also deals with joy. It's a feminine aspect. So that's saying that, you know, whatever this energy is saying for after Mercury retrograde, it's, you know, a natural leader. The Queen of Wands is also exuberant and warmth and vibrate, like vibrancy and determination. So after this, you know, Mercury retrograde future, you are coming out of this growth, this number 9, this abundance, you know, the Pentacles. You're dealing with a final stage. The Chariot is dealing with strength, is dealing with success. The Queen of Wands is saying that, you know, you have passion, and you will have, you know, you're a natural leader, and it's dealing with a lot of, you know, passion and creativity. You could be dealing with, you know, a fire sign. Like I said, you could be dealing with determination, or you could have courage to end karmic cycles, to create relationships. You could have courage to, you know, have passion and desire and will. You are the influencer. You influence this energy, and this is your future energy, that you will be, you know, exuberant and warm. And even though you're dealing with this energy right now, you're dealing with this air sign, this Wands energy, you're dealing with this, you know, this Cups energy, you're dealing with, you know, a growing stage in relationships, in love, you know? So, yeah, the Queen of Wands is basically saying, you know, you will be warm, you will be exuberant, you will have courage and determination, you will be strong after this. And the Sun. The Sun is also, again, another major arcana card. Again, this is a life's journey. So what I said about the growth right here, and then the final stage of after Mercury retrograde and the Queen of Wands, and you will have warmth and strength. So the Sun is basically, if you can see this card here, it's a happy card. You know, there's the Sun, there's the boy celebrating, and it's basically saying, you know, reversed is about inner child and, you know, feeling down over being optimistic. So the Sun reverse also talks about negativity and depression and sadness. So when these three cards came up, we're talking about, you know, it's after this Mercury retrograde, because you've been dealing with this negative air sign energy, and you, after the Mercury retrograde, will be dealing with abundance and will dealing with final stages. You could be having, you know, you will be warm. You will have determination. You could be dealing with a fire sign. You could have fire. Your fire could be passionate, and, you know, we are in Leo season, so this could also represent that in Leo season, you have determination. You will be strong. This abundance card. The Queen of Wands energy. That's what we were just talking about. And then the Sun reversed. So when we have the Sun reversed, again, depression, negativity, you need to get back to your inner child to heal whatever this is, to grow. And, you know, it becomes difficult to be optimistic in this situation. And I want to clarify on this card a little bit more, because when I pulled it, it was reversed. And, you know, we were just talking about, after Mercury retrograde, about warmth and determination. And we were literally just talking about, you know, growth. And so I'm going to ask the spirits if they can clarify maybe one more time on the after, because it is saying that, you know, joys and happiness you're not seeing, and this could be, you know, depression or sadness or negativity about this situation. And, you know, coming from this warmth and growth, it could make you tired, and this after Mercury retrograde could bring some depression because of something. So I'm going to clarify, spirits, a little bit more about Lexi's future. Mercury retrograde. Oh, did you see that? That was Page of Wands reversed. I'll reverse it for you so you can see. Again, Wands energy. What did I tell you about Wands? Wands energy is an air sign. This was just reversed. This is talking about sadness. This is talking about depression. This is talking about, you know, sadness and difficulty from this growth, because you're not getting this, you know, happiness, and what joys and happiness are you not seeing in what growth that you're about to experience in this abundance. And we got the Page of Wands reversed. So, again, Wands. Wands energy. Oh, I lied to you. Wands energy is actually a fire sign. So, I lied to you. So, when we're talking about the Page of Wands, this is a fire sign. This is talking about, you know, whatever. This is supposed to be about desire and will. This was talking about depression, sadness. What are you not being optimistic about? You need to get back to your inner child. The Page of Wands reversed is lack of direction. So, okay, that makes a lot of sense that this card fell out when I asked the spirits, what is going on with this depression, this sadness, after all of this growth, after this Wands energy? What about this passion and determination to get out of this sign and be, you know, this? And the Sun is saying that because you will or could be depressed and sad about this energy, about this air energy, about this growth, about, you know, this final stage that you're about to go through after, you know, Mercury retrograde season. And it's also dealing with lack of direction, negativity. You feel caged. This card is saying that you feel caged. The page is like a child, and it's a holder. It's a new spark. You do not lack passion and desire to create anything. For whatever reason, you are finding like projects that you're working on, you have lack of direction. You feel caged. The Sun reversed, like we were talking about before, talking about you need to get back to your inner child. Page is a child. Pages is a child. You need to get back to that passion. And again, this is a fire sign. This is a passion, desire. This is a fire energy. And this was saying that your energy in your love life after this Mercury retrograde period is going to basically be a fire energy about passion, desire, will for something. You are going to be warm. You are going to be exuberant. But after all of this, you could be feeling depressed. You could not get back to your inner child. You could be, having a lack of direction. So I'll ask one more card for Lexi. What will the energies be when Mercury retrograde ends for her love life? Oh, this one fell out again. Okay, we're just gonna take that out. So Knight of Swords, didn't want to go back into the deck. So Knight of Swords reversed. Again, Swords, energy. Swords, the Knight of Swords. Swords, energy is an air sign. See, this is not what... Okay, so when we were talking about this card literally like popped out, like it came out. So I had to pull it out. Again, this is a Swords. So this is what I was getting confused with the Wands energy. So I was right that there was going to be more air energy in here. So again, we're talking about air signs. Swords also deals with intellect and logic. So when I asked the spirits what your love life would be, basically it was saying that, the Knight of Swords, the Knight is a messenger. He is basically, the deliverer of news. So this air sign could want to give you some kind of news after all of this energy that they may see you in, with the exuberance and the warmth and, the growth, the final stage of this Mercury retrograde, of this conflict. What did I say? 3, it deals with conflict, negativity. So basically it's saying that this air sign has a disregard for consequence. There's unpredictability in this relationship, in this energy. Though, you are exuberant. This card means exuberant. So even though you are exuberant, it is difficult to match this excitement that you have, this exuberant Wands, fire, energy, this warmth, after all this growth. After all of this, you're getting back to all of this growth. You can see the cards. All of this growth here. So basically, this desire to act, this desire to do something about this unpredictability, it may have, you may have lost focus. You may have lost, your energies. It's scattered energies, and you're not taking account into the consequences that your actions could lead to. So this card is saying that there could be danger ahead. Like I said, this card is no direction, disregard for consequence, unpredictability. This air sign energy, it's unpredictable. This air sign has no direct disregard for consequences at all. So I will go back to the energy from here and the Swords energy, because they and the King of Swords is, reversed means, quiet power and inner truth and manipulation, misuse of power. So this air sign has it literally just said right there what that card represents. It represents manipulation. It represents this air sign has been manipulating you throughout this whole, energy right here, throughout this conflict and this growth. After Mercury retrograde, this air sign will continue to manipulate you, to continue to have no direction in this relationship, no disregard for consequence. The deliverer of news, they could bring something, it's a messenger. He could try to offer you something, this unpredictability energy. The Knight of Swords also, the King of Swords also deals with, again, the messenger. It's also manipulative, cruel, criticism. He is a master. The king is a fucking master. He controls and reigns power over a kingdom. If you think of a king, it reveals his bad side. The King of Swords reversed reveals a bad side. An unusual strength and authority and power and thoughts. They use words to deceive. It's deceivement. He persuades and manipulates for his own selfish aims. And what were we just talking about here when we were talking about this conflict, this present Mercury retrograde? This is conflict. This is conflict. And after Mercury retrograde, we're talking about a final stage of growth. We're talking about being warm, exuberant, fire energy. And we're talking about, you will be, the leader, and you will have abundance, fulfillment. And the sun reversed. You cannot let this energy, this manipulation, this cruelty, this criticism, this control. You need to let go of control. And what were we talking about in the previous? You need to let go of control. And in the Wands energy, you will have control over yourself, over your emotions. The Pentacles. You're dealing with that energy. And the sun reversed, we were talking about the depression, the sadness. You need to get back to your inner child. You need to get back to that child, to that energy, that excitement. You need to let go, because this King of Swords reversed is manipulative and cruel. The Swords is an air sign. We also have a Swords energy here. That's twice that I've had an air and an earth sign. So obviously the cards know that you're dealing with that, and that's not me bullshitting, because you can literally Google it. Swords is, I have it right here, is air energy. So with his gifts, he persuades and manipulates for his own selfish aims. This air sign will keep being manipulative because of your warmth, exuberance. Because of your growth. Because of what is going on. So don't let this air sign get you down. Get back to your inner child. Do not let him get depressed from all of this growth that you are about to abundance and have. Yeah, so that's the energies. That's pretty freaky. So, yeah. So I'll pull a card. I'll do like a twin flame reading for you tomorrow. But that's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit. Yeah. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if it resonates with you a little bit.